always on your side. This is First Coast News at 5.
Duval County Beach is reopening, but with some limitations. I'm Troy Kless with the concern from some beachgoers plan to take advantage of these new guidelines.
And what about our other local beaches? We dig deeper, trying to get answers about what the plans are for those beaches as well in the near future.
Need a little help during the coronavirus? I'll tell you the one-stop shop that'll take care of all your needs coming up.
And we'll get to those stories in just a moment. But right now at 5, bringing you facts, not fear, on the coronavirus. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm Jeannie Blaylock. It is Friday. As we all know, we made it, folks. Just got to keep this up. Stay home, stay safe, and keep others alive. Tonight, we have team coverage from our reporters in the field, and my co-anchor, Anthony Austin, is broadcasting from his home, and we will go to Anthony in just a bit. But first, let me give you an update now. Right now, there are more than 24,100 positive cases of the coronavirus in Florida. 686 people have died. Here locally, Duval County has the most cases of COVID-19 with 794 and 14 deaths, followed by St. Johns County, 185 cases and 4 deaths. Now let's take a quick look at Georgia, and let's focus on the positive cases. More than 17,100 of those, and 650 people have died in Georgia. In our local Georgia counties, Ware County has the most cases with 77 and 5 deaths. And breaking just into our newsroom tonight, news about graduation now, folks. Duval County Public School seniors will have to wait until July for the graduation ceremony. Superintendent Dr. Diana Green believes there would be still safety concerns for students and families if that ceremony were held in May. And the move to later on in the summer was based primarily, she says, on student feedback. Anthony?
Thank you, Jeannie, and let's talk about the story that everyone is talking about at this hour, the reopening of our beaches, of course, with certain limitations put into place. So Jessica Clark is talking about the status of St. Johns County. We also have an update tonight for all of you who live out in Nassau, and we have our very own Lauren Rowden-Krantz and Troy Kless along the Jacksonville shoreline. And just a few minutes ago, the barriers at the beach access points along Jacksonville Beach were just taken down. Let's go to On Your Side's Troy Kless, who's live at the beach tonight. Troy.
Thanks, Anthony. And as soon as the clock struck 5 o'clock here in Jacksonville Beach, well, take a look for yourself. You can see many people already walking and biking, and some people dropping their belongings on the sand while they go take a swim in the ocean. We do see one person actually using a chair. They were told that the chairs were not allowed, so we'll try and give you an update on that. But several people were asking me earlier today, they were hoping that surfing won't be impacted too much. They want to practice their social distancing while still being able to catch a few waves.
Last summer, we may not have imagined beaches closing for any reason. Surfer Frank O'Rourke experienced something unimaginable.
The shark comes out of the water and grabs onto my arm.
A week after he was bitten by a shark, O'Rourke says he started getting back into the water. 4 weeks after Duval County beaches were closed due to COVID-19, barriers like this will be removed. He understands many will flock to the shores. O'Rourke hopes others can surf while social distancing.
I'm concerned that it could get crowded, but I feel that everybody should respect the fact that we need to make the best of what we got in this situation, and instead of causing it to just be taken away again.
The beach's mayor saying Friday that if people don't comply, they will get a warning before additional action may be taken.
Again, the beaches will be open from now until 8 p.m. and they will reopen tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning and be open until 11 a.m. Now, coming up at 5:30, we have a warning from one of the Jacksonville Beach area mayors talking about make sure to enjoy this, but don't take too much advantage of it. We're live in Jacksonville Beach. Troy Kless, First Coast News, on your side.
And we are
are live also at Jacksonville Beach. Meteorologist Lauren Rautenkranz here, and man, it is a beautiful way to kind of open up the beaches with the sunshine, and it feels really nice to smell that salty air. People were literally cheering over here by Joe's Crab Shack and the lifeguard stand as they were running onto the beach. Now, remember, as we head into the weekend, though, that's going to change. We're going to see those clouds move in overnight, and actually those temperatures holding near 70 degrees this evening. But we will be tracking those storms in just a bit, live right here from Jacksonville Beach. But we've got our very own Jessica Clark down in St. Johns County beaches, because tomorrow their beach is opening as well. Jess?
Oh, a lot of people are so happy to be able to go to the beaches again in St. Johns County, even if it is for a limited amount of time. And that time frame for when the beaches are open here is different from what it is in Duval County. In St. Johns County, the beaches will be open from 6 a.m. until noon, 7 days a week. The St. Johns County beaches are only going to be open for exercise, such as walking, running, surfing, swimming, things like that. The St. Johns County administrator told me that the number of new COVID-19 cases in St. Johns County per day has been declining since April 5th, and that was one of the big reasons why they chose to reopen the beaches partially. And the decision makers here will be looking at the situation for the beaches on a day-by-day basis. In St. Augustine, Jessica Clark, First Coast News on your side.
So we heard what's happening in Duval, what's happening in St. Johns County. Let's go to Nassau County now, where commissioners have been talking there. The commissioners have all said that they are not ready to reopen the beaches. It was also mentioned that they may not want to open the beach until emergency personnel feel prepared. The board wants to continue talking to neighboring coastal counties to be on the same page.
I also like the idea of talking with St. Johns County, Flagler County, and seeing what they're doing and doing a regional approach. I wish Duval would have kind of done the same thing with us, and instead of, like you said, the knee-jerk reaction.
So the commission agreed to watch how Duval's opening goes this weekend, and if people are actually practicing social distancing, or if things are getting out of hand, they will reconvene on Monday. Now, for more on the beach restrictions and what's open when, you can go to our website, firstcoastnews.com, or you can download our First Coast News app for the latest updates.
Thank you so much, Anthony. We are on your side, protecting your family finances by pushing for more answers on the state's struggle to provide unemployment assistance. Today, Governor Ron DeSantis says fixing the website is the #1 economic priority for Florida now. The governor says 100,000 unemployment claims were paid this week. That's almost 3 times more than the 35,000 last week. DeSantis says his goal is to streamline the process and get people paid in less than the typical 4 to 5 weeks.
It's thrown a lot of Floridians out of work through no fault of their own, and that's something that I, as governor, understand the frustrations, the fear, everything that goes into losing a job, especially through no fault of your own, especially unexpectedly through what's really happened with this economy. And so we need to make sure the folks that have been displaced are able to get back on their feet, and one of the things we've been working hard on is getting this reemployment assistance working better.
So the state has added 100 new servers to help deal with the new capacity of unemployment filings. They have also brought in more than 2,000 people to man the call centers, manage the website, and also train. DeSantis says this is a stark comparison to the 30 employees that they had a month ago.
Jeannie, weeks without pay. That's what the On Your Side team has heard from school bus drivers and subcontractors. We first told you about the negotiations between Duval County Public Schools and bus companies about 2 weeks ago. The district does not pay drivers directly. Instead, they hold contracts with companies. We spoke with a school bus subcontractor who has had to furlough 18 drivers as they wait to see what's next.
We're idling and we're just standing, status quo right now to try to, we are in readiness should they need our services.
Just ahead at 5:30, what a longtime bus driver says about going weeks without a paycheck and how they could impact the number of drivers when it's time to return to work.
Well, for thousands of you, having to navigate through the government maze just adds to the frustration, the anxiety of losing a job or being furloughed. So we hope this helps you. There's something called a one-stop shop to help with everything from rent to utility bills. Eliza Powell explains more tonight on Your Side.
Care Connect is a one-stop shop for anyone who needs a little help right now, whether it's paying bills, getting food, or taking care of your mental health. For Catherine Giese and her family, Care Connect has been a lifesaver, especially now during COVID-19.
It's helped me and my family tremendously. I can't even say how much.
Care Connect's executive director, John Eaton, says right now the majority of clients are getting help paying rent and utilities, getting access to food under self-isolation, and getting mental health care during these stressful times. The program tries to be as hands-on as possible.
We dig into their case and really talk about the details of their needs, and we match them up with the most appropriate caseworker.
The program partners with 50 community-based organizations, so clients have a one-stop shop to take care of all their needs. For Giese, that's doctor appointments and help getting a new home.
Really, without it, we would have basically been homeless.
Care Connect provides services to people regardless of social or financial need or what county they live in. Eaton tells me now more than ever, being able to provide essential services like getting food or paying rent is vital to supporting the community that might be struggling right now because of the coronavirus. In Jacksonville, Eliza Powell, First Coast News, on Your Side.
Thanks, Eliza. We know I could feel like every couple of seconds there's something new to worry about. So don't worry at all. We are tracking updates minute by minute so you can be informed and get the information that you need to know on our live blog at firstcoastnews.com. And Anthony, you're about to tell us about a wonderful story here.
Yes, I love this story today. You know, a lot of you are talking about this picture on our social media pages right now. Mary Stump got to meet her grandson, Maverick, for the first time this week, but she had to meet him through the window. Her daughter-in-law, Tori, sent in these photos of Mary looking at her son, holding his son through a window. And I spoke to Mary just a few hours ago, and she says she's seen her grandson through FaceTime, but this moment right here was priceless.
There's nothing like seeing him in person. He was tinier than I thought. He was more beautiful than I thought. I really wish I could have grabbed him up and sniffed him and hugged him, but I got to see him in person. That was great.
You know, she is a proud grandmother, so I'm going to have more with Mary and also her daughter-in-law tonight on First Coast News at 11. You can also read this story right now on our website, firstcoastnews.com.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Well, we see people wearing face masks now in public, but what about gloves? We get answers to your questions coming up next. Chris?
Jeannie, the NFL draft now only 6 days away, and we've got a local guy, Michael Pinkney, who wants to hear his name called. However, he just recently had a major surgery. But hear how he says COVID-19 might benefit his draft or his NFL dream hopes down the road. I'll explain live and later.